Hello and welcome to the second part to visiting the Easter eggs of KSP2. This is part 2. The first part I went and visited the Minas Monument and the Monarch that looks really cool and glowy. In this video we're going to be visiting the Tylo Monument. Here I am designing a smaller rover. I'm actually working on 2 videos at the moment. This is my second commentary in the editing software, working on a video. Yes, here we are. I put on all the wheels and a few better batteries just to run ourselves. And of course, we've got enough space for 3 crew members. Although I probably should have added 3 crew members just because, gives them a little bit more realistic space to stretch out. And now you can see there the lander. And as you can see, it should have enough fuel to land on Tylo. It's got like 2,000 meters per second, which is enough to land on Tylo, I believe. But things happened that caused some interesting things to happen, which I probably shouldn't spoil. But even though it's not really much of a spoiler. But anyway, here we are strutting everything down. And as I also need to remember not to say anyway all the time. So yes, trying to think of something to say. Yes, I'm putting on a decoupler there. I decided to go back to the old style of KSP. We use the normal nuclear engines, and so I decided to use that for this mission. And now we are going to construct the launcher vessel. Or this is actually, no, this isn't part of the launcher. This is the, what's it called? Orbital insertion stage? I don't know. Yes, trying to think of something to talk about. I think I'm gonna sound like a broken record when I'm saying this all the time, but I'm starting to think about doing some more KSP1 videos, because I think some of the hype for KSP2's died down since lots of people have been quite disappointed, and honestly I don't really know why, because, well, maybe it's because everyone else had higher expectations for it than I did, but I am a bit more disappointed, but it was early access, I wasn't expecting too much. And here we have ourselves the rocket launch. I probably should start naming my rockets. I really should call them like something, but since I'm not very creative, I'd have to probably ask an AI. And anyway, as you can see here, I've actually got cloud quality on medium. I have got some new RAM, 32 gigabytes of RAM now. Updated from my old 8 gigabytes, which is a bit of an upgrade. I don't think it really helps much with KSP2, but I'm sure it's helping in some way a bit, improve a bit of frame rate, or I don't know, it's helping with something. So anyway, as we initiate a very wobbly gravity turn, we can see the atmosphere looks pretty good from this height, but when you get up a bit higher, it appears to be a bit like blocky. Like you can start seeing it now. It looks like it's just one shader, and then you can clearly see the shader below it, like the area between them. Well, you may not be able to see it due to YouTube's compression system, but I don't know, I can see it, so now you know about it. But yes, now we are using the, I can't remember what engine it's called actually. Oh dear, I can't remember what it's called. The extendable nozzle one, it's the biggest engine. Although I'm not sure you need to know all of that stuff. Be nice to know, but I don't know, I'm digging myself a hole. Anyway, here we are making our orbital or maneuver plan. And no, I said maneuver, maneuver node. No, I said maneuver node. I forgot for a second what KSP1's one was called. Yes, I've actually been doing a few science mode playthroughs in KSP1 at the moment. I'm thinking about doing, once I've 100% completed it, maybe 2 times the science mode thing, I'm thinking about screen recording it and actually make a video of it, kind of like Matlown did, but with updated graphics that look a bit better. So I'll probably do that sometime soon. And yes, here we are at Apoapsis, beginning our, just bringing our circularization a little bit smoother. I'm not sure what I was waiting for there, but anyway, so I probably need to start learning not to say anyway all the time, and ums. But oh well, yes, so now we are going to plot our maneuver to get us to Jewel. Got an encounter straight off the bat. As you can see, I had a pretty accurate transfer window. I think it's like 110 degrees you need to be. Just eyeballing it as always, since we don't really have any means of like properly getting it in KSP2. So yeah, oh no, I do actually have that mod installed, the maneuver thing. You can't see it in this video, but either after this video or before this video, there will be a video out to do with going to Juna, and you will see it coming up on the screen every single time I make a maneuver node. That's kind of like the maneuver planning stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure how it works properly. I've seen a lot of people using it and recommending it, but I'm not quite sure for certain how it works. So yeah, now we've gotten ourselves an encounter with Jewel. And yes, unfortunately I did leave some debris in space with this mission. I really should start focusing on trying to recover the stuff from the rocket. I don't know. So here we are making our maneuver node to get an encounter with a Tylo. I was hoping to get a gravity assist, but I don't believe that works in KSP2 at the moment. And actually, to be honest, I actually haven't learned how to do gravity assist. I've tried doing gravity assist before, but yes, now I'm exposing myself. I'm not quite exactly all that pro at the game. I mean, I have said it before, I'm kind of not like I've been playing the game for quite a while, and I've gone to pretty much every planet. It's just I haven't really learned how to do gravity assists yet, because I still haven't quite figured it out properly. Matt Lowndes tutorial, it's pretty good, but I still can't figure it out. Probably should watch a video on how to do it, because I think the main place that mainly matters to get a gravity assist at is at Tylo and Jewel, just because it saves so much fuel when you're trying to deorbit. And now keep an eye on the fuel gauge for our nuclear stage. Just keep an eye on that. Try and focus on that, because believe me, you're going to be surprised with what happens here. We have a little bug, which you will see in a minute. So now I'm just time warping to try and get a better encounter with Tylo. We do have to kind of force it in, but oh well. So now I'm not going to show the location of the Easter egg. I haven't actually really talked about it much, but I'm not going to show the location of it just for the people who don't want to be spoiled. But I will show my maneuver plan here to get myself an encounter with Tylo. So now all we need to do, I was trying to get myself on an equatorial orbit, but as you can see that wasn't very successful. So I did end up going on a bit of a tilted orbit. Now anyway, when we initiate this burn here, watch the nuclear stage and you will see why. Just watch it, and I will time warp a little bit, but then just watch. Did you see that? Did you see how quickly that fuel went down? And I hardly initiated any time warp. Did you see how quickly that went down? That is a big problem, because that should have had easily enough fuel to get me to Tylo. And if you did see, in the maneuver plan, I did have enough fuel to do it. So it wasn't something to do with time warp. This has happened to me before. It's a really strange bug in KSP2. It's happened to me when I tried to do a Moho mission. It's really annoying, where all of a sudden the fuel just drains out of your rockets completely, which does give me a bit of worrying, because some of the time, for all I know, my rockets could be using more fuel or less fuel than what they should be, realistically, or in other people's games. So anyway, I will cut this area out of the video for planning my maneuver node to get us on a encounter, but I will show the burn here. So as you can see, we didn't have enough fuel to do this, but we would have had enough fuel if that silly bug hadn't got us. So unfortunately, I did have to turn on infinite fuel. I'm so sorry, but unfortunately we did. So you might be able to tell where the thing is on screen. It's like in the middle of that crater there. So hopefully that doesn't give it away too much for all of you people who want to find it yourself. Although I guess if you've seen it, you're not too... I mean, oh well, whatever. So this is, like I said, this is part 2 of the series I'm doing. And I actually, some of you may know, I actually had to re-upload my Mun SSTO video, and also my, what's it called, going to Minmus and Mun Easter eggs in one mission. I did have to re-upload them just due to getting a copyright claim on my video, so I got rid of them just to make sure I wouldn't have any issues in the future with trying to get into the YouTube partner program. So oh well. Speaking about that, if you would like to subscribe and support me, that would be really helpful. I'd really love to. Love you if you could, and there's also a button down there to like. Really appreciate if you could. If you made it this far into the video, I'd really appreciate it. Oh well, now that we've got ourselves on the ground, we are going to ride ourselves over to the big statue on Tylo. Just forgot what its name was. So as you can see, he seems to be balancing pretty well on a toothpick, pretty much. And as you can see there, I think our wheel clipped into the ground, or we hit a rock or something. Luckily, not too much damage happened, but yeah. So now we some of those rocks have collision meshes in them. Some of them don't. I don't know why, but oh well. Private Division, you have done a few strange things. Anyway, so now you can see our big statue there. It looks pretty cool. Can't wait to see what their story is that they come up with for how the Kerbals ended up on Kerbin. Be really interesting when that fully comes out, because I've heard a lot of, shall we say, conspiracies about it in the KSP community. Can't wait to find out. But as you may have noticed, a very good time to be talking about it. Our this middle wheels are placed a little bit further back, because I believe when they're precisely in the middle, they can sometimes cause like driving issues, like with the way you turn and stuff. I'm not sure for certain, but I'm pretty sure it was. There was someone complaining about that on the subreddit. Speaking about subreddit, I don't really advertise it much, but I do actually have a subreddit which you can join, and you will be able to talk to me in the lounge. Hopefully I remember to put that into the description of this video. If it's not in the description of this video, just go to my channel and it will be there on the description, I think. So yeah, check that out if you want to have a just general chat about KSP or YouTube with me. Not too much to hide. I don't know why I said that, but anyway. Yeah, so now we are going to drive ourselves over, and I cut that out just because it took quite a while and I was exploring a bit, which was going to be a bit boring. So now we're going to have a little cinematic-y kind of look at this weird creature on the surface of Tylo. As you can see, he's got some very interesting eyeballs. They don't seem to be very big. Luckily, he's pretty well asleep, I think, so we can bump just nice and gently into his eyeball. And as you can see here, we're landing on that interesting cell there, and this one over here kind of looks like the Kerbal one, so yeah, it's interesting to see where they take the story, which will be very interesting. So now we're going to put our Kerbal back in the ship so he doesn't get captured by the Kraken. And yes, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And you also may have noticed back there was a quick cheat, and that's just a cheat that improves performance. If I do crash, I make sure to quick load and quick save and all that. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!